This morning, I set my alarm pretty early, but I didn't need it because I woke up way earlier. This morning is a special one because it's the last day that I'll be spending in my hometown for God knows how long. I keep staying in my bed just to feel its comfort, immerse myself into the memories of my childhood, the days and nights I've wept, slept, and laughed in that little room of mine. How much I made it mine, and it was the safe space that I kept going back to each time. It holds a lot of memories, and sometimes I like to reminisce just for a little while until I have to wake up, face the real world, and face the fact that I'm moving away. I've done this once and I've had way more stuff, but each time I leave this place, I feel kind of hollow for a while. I am one of those people who cannot function without eating breakfast first. So having anything in the morning, basically something still nourishing, is really important to me. It's really become a habit at this point, but it's something that kind of kickstarts me on my morning routine and on my day, basically. For breakfast, I usually eat porridge, like on the daily. But sometimes I like to switch it up, and this time I felt like I needed something different. I still had some homemade peanut butter left. There's something so wonderful about homemade goods that can be anything. Their taste is so much more delicious, and they are way more nourishing. There are less artificial addings in it, and if you get it from a friend or a family member, there's so much intention and love in that food that sometimes it can be a miracle worker. I feel like being an anxious person is probably a personality trait at this point, but no matter how I felt, there are always ways to cope healthily. So, in order not to get overwhelmed by all the things that I needed to do and all the things that I needed to remember to pack in, I wrote a list of to-dos for the day as well as what I need to pack in to kind of keep track of everything. Of course, there might have been things that I've missed, but at least I had a pretty good structure of my day that helped me deal with the anxiety and also keep everything flowing without the need to procrastinate or try to do things all at once. Yeah, I'm just grateful for the fact that he's coming with me because I'll be having a lot of stuff that I need to bring back, new stuff and stuff that I brought from there. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting journey. In retrospect, I've done it multiple times, but now it's different for many reasons. I'll be having much more stuff, and yeah, it's not the best circumstance, but that's what we have. Today also is gonna be a pretty stressful day because I need to make sure that I pack in everything and that everything is prepared for tomorrow, like foods and stuff, because I don't want us to have multiple bags. So I'm trying not to waste my time today, but I'm also trying to focus on a little bit of my mental health because I feel kind of on the verge of getting a mental breakdown, and that is not really useful for us. So I also want to pay attention to a little bit my moods and how things are going inside, not just outside. So now I'm just gonna get ready and quickly run over to my grandparents' houses to kind of say goodbye. This is how I usually like to do it. I find that listening to music while anywhere is really relaxing, especially when I listen to a rock for some reason or metal. I'm a really weird spiritual girly. But for some reason, it always calms me down because it feels like I can relieve everything that is inside me and building up inside me through music, which is, I think, the best way to do it instead of lashing onto someone else. The last 3 months at home were surprisingly entertaining. So there are just a few people that I'd go out with occasionally, sometimes daily, but each day it was really nice. I had very few moments where it was important for me to stay home because in a way I could venture into a new way of living, finding myself and what I'm truly interested in. It gave me the opportunity to focus more on my art and focus more on what matters. It made me realize how much I value my parents and how much safety and security they give me. I've learned to distinguish what true friendship is, and at this point I feel like I only need one or two people in my life because indeed the world is a cruel place. I find myself at a crossroads of longing for something new and a new journey to begin, but also wanting to stay and just live quietly for a while. I must go, I must live, but I will never forget my home. Although the city holds many traumatic moments, and I usually always say that going home is like going back into the pit of hell. This time I feel like I could make peace with it. Next time when I'm going back, I'll be me and not the person who's afraid of hell. So, taking a little break right now from all of it. Getting kind of tired, but I've packed most of my clothes, jewelry, books, decos, and stuff like that. One thing that I don't really know how I'm gonna do is pack in my electronic devices, mostly my microphone and my laptop. The rest is pretty okay. But these two are the ones that I'm kind of anxious about how I'm gonna bring back. And also packing in my shoes. But I have just a few more clothes left, and that's kind of it. I still have a few stuff that I need to pack in. I'm not sure how I'm gonna fit them in, so they might stay if they're not gonna fit. So I'm not really stressed out about it anymore because I'm just like, whatever comes with me is gonna come with me, and that's all. Like, everything is gonna work out fine, and that if something stays, then it's gonna stay. I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. Hello, babes. I am here alone by myself. Didn't want to really film anything for the past 2 freaking days. Because first of all, we had so much to do. So I'm by myself. Finally, the apartment came together. I worked for so long and I'm so tired. But yeah, so from this moment on, you'll be witnessing my little living alone situation. I'm really excited to be coming out with new videos about this and everything like that. So if you have any like questions or anything related to living alone, how I deal with loneliness, things like that, I would be so glad to make videos about that because I need that motivation as well. Yes, but I'm so grateful for it to have been a really slow but really mindful process. I realized so much about like living alone and just cleaning up around me, cleaning up and tidiness. Despite the fact that I'm a Virgo, is not really my jam. I am so happy and I feel like I can finally rest. I have just one little thing remaining to do that I'll be doing tomorrow. Of course, I need to buy foods and stuff like that. Thank you so much for being here and watching me. I know I didn't really show anything about like the moving in process. It was just mainly about like saying goodbye to my city and saying goodbye to the people there. Of course, I'll be going home. It's not that far away, so it's not like I'll be gone for so long, but we'll see. But for now, I'm gonna do is eat my chocolate, drink my drink, and have some fun and chill out alone. So, toodles!